What's up guys, Dan here. Welcome back to another Amazon FBA video. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 hacks that are amazing for launching your product in 2019. I hope that this video finds you well, and I hope that wherever you are in your Amazon journey, you're probably doing product research right now, and you are probably just hustling, trying to get your product up and running, trying to start your online business, and really just, striving towards that dream life. So if you're doing that right now, if you're watching this video, then that's amazing, and I believe that this video will help you so much because there's a lot of information out there. There's actually so much information out there on the internet that it's really easy to get distracted and to get stuck in this loop of just watching endless amounts of YouTube videos. And then what happens is once you watch all of these YouTube videos, you just end up being totally confused as to what launch method works and what actually is relevant or not in 2019. These are things that I'm doing right now in 2019 to successfully launch 6-figure products. So that's why I'm incredibly excited to present this to you guys today. So the very first thing that we need to talk about in this video is it's literally the most important thing on Amazon in terms of launching your product, and this is literally what decides whether your product will be a success or not, and that is sales velocity. All right, sales velocity. Now, what is sales velocity? Sales velocity is the amount of sales that you're getting per day compared to your competitors, your top competitors, and just all of your other competitors. And Amazon looks at the amount of sales that you are selling, whether it's organic or PPC, and what they do is they're like, okay, so this is the average amount of sales that these products on the first page for your top keywords for your product are getting, right? And let's say if the top competitor on your first page for your product is actually making, let's say, 20 sales a day, well, if you are making 10 sales a day, then there's no way that you're going to rank higher than that competitor, right? So that's how that works. So what we need to pay attention to now is the problem becomes, how do we make sure that we get sales velocity, and how do we make sure that we show Amazon that we are getting sales? Because when you are just starting with your product, you cannot expect to just put a product up on Amazon and start making money. It's not going to happen. You need to follow these launch methods. You actually need to put some work into it to launch your product and get sales velocity, because what happens is once you show Amazon that, hey, I'm getting sales and I'm getting sales more than these other competitors right here, right, you will actually start to rank higher than them and closer to the first page. And the goal is obviously to rank on the first page, and the only way to do that is by getting sales velocity. Now, there are 3 factors that will affect whether your product is a home run or not. Number 1 is sales velocity, number 2 is conversion rate, and number 3 is keyword rank. So now, like I said, the number 1 question is, how do we get sales on our product to show Amazon that, hey, we're getting sales, so let's rank us better, so that way the better you rank, the more organic sales you're going to get, right? So how do we get sales, and how do we get sales velocity? How do we show Amazon that, hey, start ranking us on the first page? So there are 3 amazing hacks to actually get sales, to get sales velocity, to show to Amazon, hey, we're getting sales. We're not just on page 72 for the main keywords and nobody's buying from us. We're actually getting sales because our product is good. And so that will show to Amazon that, hey, let's start ranking them on page 1. Let's start ranking your product on page 1 or closer to page 1. All of the sales on Amazon happen on page 1. So you need to make sure that you set the goal in your mind to get closer and closer to page 1 to get sales velocity. The first hack of the 3 is a coupon giveaway through a launch service. You don't have to use a launch service. We're going to cover that in a second here, but the best way is definitely to use a launch service. I've actually found the absolute best launch service for 2019 because they're really doing things so much better than everybody else. I used to recommend a launch service called Viral Launch, but it seems that they haven't adapted to the times and they haven't really changed their launch methods, because a lot of the launches that they've been doing haven't been working anymore, and I feel like it's because they are targeting only the top keyword for the product, right? So this launch service that I'm going to talk about actually does it in a completely different way, and that's why the launches are so much more successful. So we'll talk about coupon giveaways in a second here because it's very important to cover. The second hack to launch your product in 2019 is PPC. Now, there's a very specific method to launching your product through PPC, and when you combine that with the first method, with the coupon giveaway, that is when you will literally make sure that your product becomes a home run, as long as a bunch of other factors are in check, which we'll talk about in a second as well. Now, the third best hack is Facebook ads. So what you're going to do is in 2019, actually, if you are running Facebook ads for the relevant interests for your product, right? So let's say if you have, if you're selling some kind of a beauty product, right? So you're targeting beauty interests on Facebook. What you can do is you can direct them to a landing page, right? And then you can do things such as like a coupon code and things like that, right? For example, you can do like a 50% off, 60% off coupon code on that landing page, and then you can give them the coupon code automatically on the landing page, which will then get them to go on your listing and buy it, right? So that's the third best hack. Now guys, the superpower method to launching your product in 2019 is combining the first two hacks. You can do the third hack as well, the Facebook ads, but it's really optional. And if you really want to make sure that you're doing everything correctly, then you also want to be definitely running the Facebook ads that are going through the ClickFunnels landing page. Make sure you're not running the Facebook ads directly to your listing, because that's not good anymore. What happens is that there's no way that you can capture the customer's email. There's no way that you can do a lot of things you can be doing on ClickFunnels, because if you're just pretty much sending traffic to Amazon, then you're basically just sending Amazon a new customer and you're paying for that, right? So Amazon owns your customer, not you. But when you're sending them to a landing page, you can actually do things like get their email, to do email marketing and things like that later on down the road for other product launches. So that's why it's incredibly important to do a ClickFunnels landing page if you are going to use Facebook ads to send traffic to. So now let's talk about coupon giveaways and how to properly do them, right? So what we want to do is, for our product, let's say that the product is a spatula, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to pull up Jungle Scout and the keyword scout in Jungle Scout. That's the best tool for keywords. It's what I personally use, and it truly is amazing. I'm very happy that Jungle Scout created a keyword tool. They're known for being the OG of Amazon software, and they truly are the best software. Without them, I would not have made any money on Amazon. I don't know how anybody else would have as well. So with coupon giveaways, what you want to do is you want to type in, let's say if it's spatula, if we're doing a spatula, right? Let's say it's a spatula set. So on Keyword Scout, we would type in spatula set, and then what we would do is we would look at the top keywords and the search volume. And then what you see there is old launch services like Viral Launch, they only target the top keyword. And there, in Keyword Scout there's actually a section there, it's called ease of rank. So what we want to do is we want to pay attention to the ease of rank section, and we want to look at the keywords that are maybe between the second best, third best keyword in terms of search volume, maybe even fifth best, sixth best, right? Those typically have an easier ease of rank to rank your product. So what we want to do is we can do like a giveaway for the first keyword, the top keyword, and we can also do a giveaway for a couple of the other keywords that are much easier to rank on. Or you can just actually run a giveaway for the keywords that are easier to rank. And how you do this is, if you're going to do this through a launch service, the launch service that I recommend is LaunchGator. It's actually created by one of my students in the Ecom Freedom X course, Lawrence Yu, who's been with me since the very beginning from my channel. So I'm super happy. His service is truly amazing, and the fact that it's one of my students, it makes me proud, because he's really giving an immense amount of value to the student group and to everybody on my channel here. So the link for that is down below. And what Lawrence does with LaunchGator is LaunchGator will actually go and they will go over the best keywords to rank for you, and they'll look at things like ease of rank as well. So, for example, like I just talked about, it doesn't have to be the top keyword, right? They could do a launch for the third best, fourth best, fifth best keyword, and that will rank you much better, because those keywords are easier to rank for, and there still might be 1,000 people, 2,000 people searching for them per month. You look at the exact search volume on Keyword Scout. Now you can also try doing this without a launch service. However, you would have to go and find out those people to actually go and purchase your product for at that coupon for those specific keywords, right? So then it becomes a little bit harder. And so, you can do something like the third method, the third hack, which is the Facebook ads, because then you can just target interests, and then you can take them to a ClickFunnels landing page, and then Facebook will find you your buyers, especially if you are doing a high discount like 90% off, which isn't necessary, right? You can try out 60% off at first and see how many people are interested, right? Make sure that you're setting a seller limit for your product if you are going to run Facebook ads for your launch. Make sure you're setting a seller limit, because if you don't, that means that you can get 100 people buying on one day. All right? For a successful launch, you need to show Amazon that you're having enough sales that are pretty much more sales than other competitors on the first page for your main keyword, and you need to make sure that you're doing that for 7 to 10 days, sometimes even 2 weeks, right? And obviously, you might lose some money at the beginning with your giveaway because you're still paying Amazon the FBA fees, but it's just part of starting a business, and you might be making $10,000, $20,000 or more a month from that launch, as long as you properly reorder and everything's in check, right? So I think that this launch section, it's just like starting any business. When you start a business, you don't have any customers, so you have to put up some money to market your product, and that's just a part of any business. Amazon FBA is a real business, and you have to really treat it that way if you really want it to change your life. And now here's the PPC hack, the best way to launch your product using PPC. Now what you're going to do, and I found this honestly amazing, and nobody really realized this before, but it's kind of it's common sense, honestly. What you're going to do is you're going to go on Keyword Scout, and you're going to find the top search keywords with exact match search volume for your product. And then you're going to go and create a PPC campaign at $100 a day, exact match, targeting only that keyword. And you're gonna run that for maybe 7 days, 10 days, 2 weeks. And what you're gonna see is, yes, you might think $100 a day, that's insane. What that PPC campaign is gonna do is it's going to make sure that your product is showing up for that first page. It's like automatically going on the first page, and you're paying a little bit of money to Amazon for that for the first week or two. You probably will lose money. It probably won't be a profitable campaign, but it will get you a ton of sales and will really get the ball rolling. And they're legitimate sales. They're not, they're not like coupon giveaways or anything like that. Those are the best sales you can get because there's, there's no discount or anything like that. They're like fully legitimate. So the superpower strategy really comes in when you combine the PPC hack that I just talked about with that campaign, the exact match campaign, with the launch service, all right? And with your PPC hack, you also want to run a second campaign, exact match, that targets between 40 and 50 of the top exact match search keywords for your product and keyword scout, all right? And that is a campaign that you're going to continuously optimize. So you want to run them side by side, and you can run both at $100 a day. And then, you might think $100 a day, that's crazy, but the more money you spend on PPC, the more money you're going to make, the more sales you're going to get. Maybe not at the beginning, but within a couple weeks, once your product is actually on the first page, then you're going to actually get organic rank sales. And then you're actually going to be making money like it's fully profit without giveaway, without PPC or anything like that, right? PPC is a great thing. It's not just a launch tool, it's advertising, it's pay-per-click. And what we're doing is we're using PPC in a way to really boost our product to the first page that hasn't been done before. And now one note about the third hack here, when you're running Facebook ads and you're sending them to a ClickFunnels landing page, you can also actually do that and run an ad using a ManyChat chatbot. So if you don't know what ManyChat is, it's an automatic chatbot. What you can do is actually go and sign up for ManyChat, and you can program ManyChat to automatically send a coupon to your customer or your potential customer on Facebook ads, right? So you can actually run a Facebook ad that will direct them to the ManyChat chatbot, and then they have to type in something, and then they'll actually get a coupon code automatically from ManyChat. The coupon code, you need to make sure if you're doing the third hack, needs to be a multi-use coupon code. So it needs to be, it's not like an exclusive coupon code, it's going to be a multi-use coupon code, so make sure you got that set. Now guys, one thing that's incredibly important, if you don't have this, what I'm about to say, everything else will fail. Everything else won't work, and all your efforts will be in vain, all right? So you need to make sure you've got a fully optimized listing, which means that you need to make sure you've got amazing pictures on there. You need to make sure that the first picture is like a 3D render model. You can find that on Fiverr or Upwork. There's amazing designers on there. And then you need to make sure the pictures are really professional quality, not something that's just taken from your supplier. Pictures are super important. You also need to make sure your title, your bullet points, and your keywords are fully optimized, your backend keywords as well as your description. So this is not something that I can get into in depth right now. I just don't have the time for it. But I show all these things in depth, literally me like on my computer, and showing you guys exactly how I do it for my Amazon business in the Ecom Freedom X course, which you can find, the link is down below. And that's the absolute best Amazon FBA course out there. As many of my students say, you also get unlimited mentorship with me as well if you are unsure. But most questions are actually answered in the course. We actually had the very first Ecom Freedom X live Q&A in the exclusive Facebook group. So I was actually just for like an hour. So we're doing this every single Saturday, and pretty much we all get together like a family and we talk about, we answer questions on Amazon FBA. I also answer anything to do with entrepreneurship. I actually had great questions today about my diet, my fitness, what I do to, outside of entrepreneurship to make sure that I can stay focused towards my goals and dreams, because that's also incredibly important. So the link for the Ecom Freedom X course is down below. So the mentorship will be taken away soon because I have a ton of students in there joining every single day. And although I have the time to answer every single person, at a certain point I'm gonna have to develop a coaching system. So that's why if you want to get my mentorship, the link is down below for the Ecom Freedom X course. And remember guys, really important as well, make sure you have reviews on your listing, at least a couple, right? At least have a couple of reviews on there through the Amazon Early Reviewer program or through something similar like that. And then at least be in the process of also getting reviews while you're doing launch, because nobody wants to be the first to buy something that has no reviews, that has no social proof. So there you go guys, that is everything you need to know to make sure that you've got a successful home run Amazon FBA product. Those are the 3 best hacks to really maximize your launch in 2019 and to really just launch your product on the first page, because like we talked about, if it's not on the first page, it's not going to make any sales. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel. Also, I am giving away a fully loaded, fully spec MacBook Pro. The link is down below. A lot of people don't have a laptop. I didn't even know this, but a lot of people don't even have a laptop to start an online business. And a lot of my subscribers obviously need that to start. And so, I get a lot of questions, which laptop should I buy? I think it's the MacBook Pro. It's what I use. So if you want to win the laptop that I use for free, then go ahead and click on the link below. There is a link to the giveaway. It's free to enter, and it will literally take like 5 seconds of your time. So I wish you luck in the giveaway. Subscribe, like the video, follow me on social media for the absolute best entrepreneurship and Amazon FBA content. I'll see you guys soon.